And now everyone's freaking out because of the stupid. Did you see the pictures that he got of the reporters and then like the order of who he should call on? And then he doesn't call on any conservative reporters. It's like it's kind of obvious, dude.
Well, Trump did that too, though, a little bit. He cherry picked,
but he also called on them and didn't read his notes after every question.
Well, he never needed notes. That was really embarrassing for him. I've never seen that much paper. It was like,
dude,
okay,
people are flaming me on Twitter because I posted, because everyone's talking about it. I'm like, they're like, why is it a big deal? Why you didn't care?
He should know
because he's the president.
Yeah,
he's the president. He should have that knowledge. Yeah. He should know these basic things.
Yeah, our president shouldn't require note cards.
Yes, like, exactly. Or an earpiece.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because there's a point. There was a point in the interview where somebody clearly said something or something because he just like stopped talking. It's like Obama jumped in his ear and was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Oh, okay." And
Obama's wearing sweatpants in a basement somewhere eating ice cream, like.
It was really embarrassing.
Salute the Marines, Joe.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's another one. But now they're not required. I know the big deal is that Kamala didn't do it, and they're not required. But that was just not a good look anyway.
No, it's not a good look.
It's just not a good look. Like, I'm not going to say she's required to, but I mean, come on, have some decency.
She isn't. But every single vice president ever has done that. By the way, she's the first one to not salute them.
And you'd think she'd have a little more respect being from law enforcement. You know what I mean?
Well, definitely not. She didn't care.
I'm not. I mean, I would think. I'm not saying I expected her to because I know she's garbage. But I mean, like,
her name does directly translate to horrible.
Oh well,
Kamala is horrible. I don't remember what language. Maybe Dutch or something.
What's the devil's language?
Maybe.
What is that? Syrian.
What does it mean in Syrian?
Well, what is that? You know, you see like a movie, Poltergeist, and they're always reading from these ancient texts.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, I think
demonic language.
Yeah, like
the stuff that glows.
Yeah,
when you look at the paper, it glows at night.
Like Egon Spengler in Ghostbusters was talking about. He was reading some ancient texts. I think it might have been Ghostbusters 2 with Vigo, and he was like,
probably
the Vigo, the Sumerian. Anyway,
maybe.
I don't know. Chat probably knows, but
sure.
Yeah. Whatever the devil would talk into, in whatever the devil's language is.
I guess it was. Everyone's saying, "Oh, maybe it is Sumerian." Someone said Sumerian.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, in Finnish. Thank you, chat. In Finnish, Kamala means horrible.
Oh, okay.
So hilarious.
Yeah,
because she is rather horrible.
Yeah, she it's really embarrassing because we're basically on the other side right now, in my opinion, of Trump won because people hated Hillary. That was like a huge reason he won.
Well, the people that were in the middle hated Hillary and voted for Trump. He won because people loved him and hated Hillary.
Well, it was enough, right? Because you're really talking about that 10% of the swing, right? Yeah. Like you have probably 30% of voters on each side that are red down the line or blue down the line,
right?
And you have the undecideds.
True.
And like women didn't like her, men really didn't like her.
So
Trump wins. That's kind of what.
Biden won, right? Because they hated Trump.
Because they hated Trump, right?
But do you hear what that Judge Silberman said?
Mm-mm.
So there was a judge that dissented just the other day. I did an episode on it, and he called out the media. He said the New York Times, Washington Post absolutely are a megaphone for Democrats.
Of course.
And they absolutely shifted the public eye to hate any conservative, not just one conservative, not just Donald Trump, but like anything that they say. It's very obvious, and it is a problem. Like, you talk about a problem to democracy, the media is. And I was just like, yes, to hear a judge say that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, it's frustrating because anybody you don't even have to be like red-pilled, which is like, kind of a term that I use ultra sparingly nowadays.
But it's important, though.
It is important
to be red-pilled in the sense of what it is.
Yeah, like get woke on the media. Like, understand that they are not your friend. That they are not reporting facts unbiasedly, and that they have an agenda. Obviously, like if you ask Joe on the street and he's like, "What do you think of Fox News?" It's a Republican news network. CNN. Well, it's a news network. And I'm like, well, no, dude.
No. If you think Fox is just a Republican network and CNN is just news, you got a problem.
Yeah, I watch it at my dentist's office. What do you mean?
I watch it at the airport.
Yeah,
It's at the airport.
They lost that contract recently.
I thought they lost it, or they just stopped paying for it.
It was something like that.
They came out and
the
said...
airport said no more, I think.
Oh,
right?
I thought CNN was like, well, because of COVID and no one's
you're right.
traveling
You're right.
again.
They were paying for it.
They're like,
CNN
we're not going to pay for it anymore.
It wasn't on in the airport. It was
Was that nice? I haven't flown yet.
CNBC it was on.
Oh, I don't know if that's an improvement.
It wasn't much better. But like,
not that I would ever listen to the news at the airport anyway.
Well, you're a captive audience. When I was watching, it was just it was so early in the morning that it was just like stock market stuff. So
okay.
I was like, kind of paying attention. But it's really frustrating that people are like, people know, and like that's why independent news coverage is getting bigger.
Yeah.
Because they know we all have our biases, obviously.
Of course, like, everyone's biased.
Yeah, but it's like at least we're not taking money to choose a side. Right. Like I don't have corporate donors.
Not everybody, but there are some that are doing that.
There are some even on YouTube that are taking big money, and I'm like I'm not being tongue in cheek. I'm not insinuating anybody for real. But there are like the Young Turks, I could say, without a doubt, takes money, from progressive fund, corporations.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Though.
Yeah, but like
they're like one sliver away from being mainstream media, though.
Yeah,
they just happen to be on YouTube.
I think they're basically dead now. Like
I don't watch them. I never did watch them.
I mean, I always watched them to try and like justify. I'm like, I really wanted to try to understand if Anna Kasparian was hot or not. Like it vexed me because I was like, man,
I think she's pretty.
She's traditionally attractive.
Yeah, she's pretty. Whatever.
Yeah. But like, if she opens her mouth, then like the things that she says makes her instantly unattractive. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, and she's just. She's kind of coming around. I mean, watching the
is she though? Because I've seen her rant and rave about Tim, and it's always hilarious. Whenever people rant about Tim, it's hilarious because I know Tim personally.
Yeah, right.
So like I know things no one else does. So like I always get a giggle out of what people think about what goes on here, especially because I live here, so I know everything that's going on here.
Well, it's funny because if you look at the Young Turks and the amount of money that they have in their production, versus the amount of money that is in this building, and like the revenue, the ROI, it's like not even close. You know what I mean? Like,
I am not even sure. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
like they have a huge production but have no revenue compared to.
I'm saying they have revenue, but they're spending
weak production.
Yeah,
value.
I'm saying like I'm on a wobbly table.
Did I just say that out loud? I meant it.
No,
please
right.
continue.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, it's like a nothing production. That's probably making more money than the Young
because
Turks.
it's about the content, not the production value.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Young Turks are only really relevant election.
Well, there is a show in the house that has a really quality production value. Now, I'm not going to call any specific show. It's mine.
Okay.
Anyway, I mean, look at this studio, right? Come on. Look, I got Hulk hands with a custom made smash button for me. Someone made that, crocheted that for me. That's right.
Was it your Nana?
No, it was a fan.
You have fans?
I do. Yeah, man.
My fans never send me anything.
They send me cool things. Look,
I get
that
like,
Buddha right there?
I get poop in the mail.
Someone sent me that Buddha because they called me the Beanie Buddha when I was on Tim's show because Tim enraged them and I calmed them down.
Ah, yes, and, I remember that dynamic.
It was a good dynamic. I do miss those days.
Yeah, well, now you're up building your own thing, and you got 2,000 people chilling here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
Like, so it's it's about who you got. Not who you lost.
I love my chat, and I love doing my show. I've got awesome people that show up for me every single day, and it is incredible.